Folks, we've all seen the news. We know how many people are running for governor. We know what we have trying to run for governor. We have Gina Raimondo with her millions that wants to take the semi-automatics, her so-called assault rifles, and our standard capacity magazines out of your hands. We have Travaris that wants to take every semi-automatic out of the state of Rhode Island. Out of all of them that are running, I haven't heard any come out yet in defense of our Second Amendment except for one person, and he's here with us today, and he's up next. For governor, Mr. Todd Juro.
Yeah!
Thank you, Ed. My name's Todd Juro. I'm a candidate for governor here in Rhode Island. I ran in 2010 to stand my ground for the people of Main Street. Thank you for joining us here today at the Rhode Island Capitol to stand your ground. I am Todd Juro. I am a candidate for governor here in Rhode Island. I, like you, am on the steps of the Rhode Island Capitol to stand my ground. And this event across the nation to stand your ground is one hell of a big deal.
Yeah!
It is one hell of a big deal to be here today with you all. I am here today before the kickoff this afternoon because others seeking to be governor will not face you, the people, on this subject of gun rights in America. Gubernatorial hopefuls Raimondo have declared an open war on your weapons. Tavares has joined Alan Fung in Mayors Against Guns, and Ken Block has decided to be undecided in a very moderate fashion. There are people who have expressed to me to be here today as if I were insensitive to the crimes committed on the streets of Main Street America every day, and that is not the case. I pray for an end to violence. I pray for education and understanding. I pray for more prosperous times for people. I pray for wisdom for mothers and fathers to teach their children how to live in peace and prosperity, with an open heart and a firm sense of duty to preserve life, to be there for their children in ways their parents may not have been there for them. And I pray for a healing in this nation over the differences we perceive that exist between each other. And I pray for the bonds of oppression to be broken. I pray that you forgive your neighbor, your brother, your father, your mother. I pray you forgive your government for the brute force to affect humanity. There is no set of rules to define an evolving humanity. Much like programming a computer, what you put in is what you get out. The rules of today were written yesterday by other men in another time, and yet we know they had it right. For the fight for freedom on this earth was fresh in their mind and stained on their hands of men and children in the graves of their brothers. The engine of commerce will run strong with a governor that understands freedom, less regulation and less taxes. My friends, freedom and less regulation leads to an expanding economy and a beacon for the ships of commerce to find on our shores open for business. In 2014, the fact remains we want our children to have the same freedoms and opportunity we have had to stand their ground, to peacefully assemble in non-violent ways without the threat of violence. Who would dare bring gallons of pepper spray to a peace rally? The private security firms of Wall Street. Who would dare bring bullets to a peace rally? The private security firms of Wall Street. Who would dare take the homes of millions, pensions and people in this country? It's Wall Street. Who would dare to lobby Congress and this State House to change the Constitution to our Second Amendment rights? Did you know that the Second Amendment is the only amendment that can protect and enforce all others, including the First?
Yes! Yeah!
The First Amendment of free speech, the Fourth against search and seizure. Did you know that many states will arrest protesters for not having a permit to protest? Are you kidding me? We need permission to redress our grievances. John F. Kennedy was standing his ground for all people in the fight against banks and corruption. John Lennon was standing his ground through music for peace in this world. Martin Luther King was standing his ground for his family, his people, and his generation. And I say, there is a time for everything, and a time to speak, and that time is today. And that, my friends, is why I am proud to be here with you today, to stand my ground with you, the people of Main Street, the people willing to stand for the people of tomorrow. Be generous, live generous. It is others that will reap the benefits for what we stand for today. We cannot rely on government for everything. We cannot create the dependent society. It was a Declaration of Independence that set us free. It was Thomas Dorr that set a charter to bridge the gap of King's rule. It was Roger Williams that set us apart from oppression. And it is men and women like us who make the difference today. Stand your ground, America. I'm Todd Juro. I will be your next governor. Thank you.
Yeah.